Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Middle-earth Gaming YouTube video. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Middle-earth SBG news update because we've got a new Warhammer community article to go around, and the new supplement coming, well, the next supplement I should say, that is going to be coming out for Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game, and that is of course the Fall of the Necromancer. Now, this was revealed at Articon that it's going to be the next supplement coming out, and we have got a new, like I said, a new Warhammer community article to go over it with a few tidbits, teasers, and a few other things in there as well. So going to go through that in this video. So if you guys are going to enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Middle-earth SBG news content and just Middle-earth SBG content in general. There's a lot of things cool coming to the channel, guys. I'm really excited. Also, if you guys aren't aware, I have got a new giveaway happening on the channel at the moment for us reaching 100 subscribers. So again, thank you if you guys haven't watched that video yet. Yeah, I have in the chance to win one. Oh, where's the camera? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's the Fangorn dice set for Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game. There is a chance for you guys to win. All you have to do is to be subscribed, leave a like on this or one of my other videos, and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos saying which your favorite entity is and say why. Got a few cool comments already, so if you guys will have to be in a chance to win this awesome looking dice set, make sure to do that in the comment section below. And of course, you must be subscribed to win this as well, because it's a cool way for me to give back to you guys for, you know, being supportive on the channel and all that. And I do want to do a lot more giveaways in the future, especially when Fall of the Necromancer comes in. I've got a really cool giveaway lined up for that one, so make sure to keep an eye out on that one. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos on the channel in the future. But let's get straight into this article, guys, and we'll sit back and we'll have a talk about it. Alright, so here we go, guys. Here is the Warhammer community article that came out a couple of days ago now, so apologies this is going out a little bit late. But here we go. The Brave the Darkness of Mirkwood in the upcoming Fall of the Necromancer supplement. So of course we know that the Fall of the Necromancer is going to be our next supplement for the Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game, and then the one after that will be the Defense of the North, which I'm really looking forward to these two. This is definitely into that whole Hobbit aesthetic and the North, basically the Battle of the North aesthetic that I'm really into, because we don't really get to see it really in cinema, in film, in any kind of media, you know. But you know, we'll get to find out more about it in this in these new supplements. So let's go. The road goes ever on and on. So here we go. So let's start off. The Road Goes Ever On series is back, and we're joined by one of the wise to talk about some of the upcoming releases for the Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game. This week, Jay Clare delves into the dark depths of Dol Guldur to provide details on the upcoming Fall of the Necromancer supplement, as well as the Ruins of Dol Guldur terrain set. So Jay, of course, is a member of the GBHL. He's also the rules writer for the Middle-earth team as well. So really cool to see. To get some insight from him. So Jay says, though Sauron was defeated during the War of the Last Alliance, Isildur's decision to keep rather than destroy the One Ring enabled the Dark Lord to endure and ultimately return to Middle-earth. However, with much of his power lost, Sauron was unable to regain physical form, becoming a literal shadow of his former self. After founding the fortress of Dol Guldur, Sauron's corruption slowly seeped into the surrounding forces of the Greenwood, which would eventually become known as Mirkwood, on account of the fell darkness that had taken root there. From within this stronghold, Sauron began to regain some of his former power under the guise of the Necromancer, and evil started to creep back into the world. It wasn't until Gandalf and the rest of the White Council discovered Sauron's presence that he was ousted from Dol Guldur. By then, he had already recovered much of his strength and fled to Mordor to prepare his assault upon Middle-earth once more. As you can see, this is the basically what we're going to get. The Fall of the Necromancer looks very good. You know, your basic Middle-earth strategy battle game books that we're getting these days. As you can see down the bottom, it is the Hobbit, of course. You know, it's around the Hobbit era, so I'm guessing that's why that's there. So very cool to see, and of course the Necromancer there. You know, very fitting, of course, to have him there. So the Fall of the Necromancer supplement covers the entirety of this story. It's got all the events from Sauron returning to the world and founding Dol Guldur, through the skirmishes between the elves of Mirkwood and the foul spires that plague the forest, all the way up to the White Council's epic showdown with the Necromancer and his deadliest servants, which of course are the Nazgul. There are 13 narrative scenarios in the supplement, each of which faithfully captures the scenes from the books and the films. Flight to the East, for example, allows players to recreate the moment from the lore when Gandalf first ventured to Dol Guldur and Sauron was forced to flee to avoid discovery. In this scenario, the evil player has a series of markers under their control, any of which might be the Necromancer. The good player must try to have Gandalf reveal the correct marker before Sauron can flee. So sounds like a very this is what SBG is great for. It's great for having small model count, but having the great story and narrative element to it. I think that's what SBG really strives in. Meanwhile, the capture of the Grey Wizard scenario depicts the scene from the film where Gandalf and Thrain are attempting to escape the ruins of Dol Guldur while being pursued by Azog and his orcs before being halted in their escape by the Necromancer. I have looked over this. From what I can see, you can't really see much on this side, but from what I can see, I think it is pretty much the same scenario as in There and Back Again, which is cool. And you guys can see there's Gandalf, there's Thrain, and there's the Necromancer there. Really nicely planted up there. I was going to say this a little bit later on, but I was hoping that we might get to see a new Necromancer model, possibly. But I'm honestly not sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think we're going to get to see a new Necromancer at some point, like a character series possibly, like from Forge World? Or are they going to keep it to the one that we already have, and we'll have to paint him up like this essentially, because it is quite an old model. I think for the original For the Necromancer source book came out in, I think it was 2006, so it's like a 15-year-old model. So I would hoping there might be a new Necromancer model, but again, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm hoping there is. I have hope. So we've got 13 narrative scenarios, which is cool. You can definitely expect to see some of them, if not all of them, on the channel at some point. Then the supplement also contains 4 new legendary legions for match play enthusiasts, each of which focuses on the forces featured within it. So all these legendary legions have a very unique playstyle. For example, the Rangers of Mirkwood Legendary Legion allows players to field a full army of Mirkwood Rangers who can duck and dodge between trees to avoid incoming attacks. I think that's pretty cool. There's always a problem with whole shooty armies. I haven't been to a tournament in a very long time. I mostly play narrative scenarios. That's just what I prefer. But I know the Rangers of Athelion list, I believe, is very controversial and very diversive. Because you just pull back, shoot. It's basically a shoot fest, and this very much well could be in the same regard. I'm sure they've learned a lot since then, so I'm guessing some of those duck and dodge abilities, special rules will help mitigate that, but we'll have to wait and see about that. The Pits of Dol Guldur features Azog and the orcs under his command at the fortress. They can launch a surprise attack on their foes, much like the one Gandalf is subject to in the films, to automatically seize priority on any given turn. That is that could be pretty cool. That could be very very handy in some scenarios, for sure. If obviously it's gonna have Azog, it's gonna have Gundabad orcs. Who else would it have? It probably have Hunter orcs, Felwargs. It might be that list that people have been wanting. With Azog, I don't know. That could have a lot of very cool implications. Well, we'll have to wait. I don't want to speculate too much, but we'll have to wait and see when the book comes out. We'll definitely have to go into a deep dive into that one for sure. The Rise of the Necromancer Legendary Legion features Sauron in his shadowy form and the dreaded Nazgul of Dol Guldur. Having regained much of his strength at this point, the Necromancer can cast 2 magical powers per turn and even has 2 attacks. That is insane. Yeah, that's very cool. So that's 2 legendary legions, or 2 army lists that they will now be able to have. So that's very cool. 2 magical powers and has 2 attacks. Now I'm guessing you still won't be able to do 2 of the same magical powers, because imagine doing curse twice in 1 turn. That would be kind of insane. But that's still very deadly. That is still very deadly. So obviously you're gonna have to take the Necromancer for this. And yeah, I don't know. It depends on what points you go for, but what Nazgul do you take out of that? So I'm guessing, as you guys can see here, the picture here with the lovely Dol Guldur scenery in the background. We have the Necromancer. We have all 9 named, all 9 of the Nazgul of Dol Guldur, and the Keeper of the Dungeon as well. So I'm guessing that's the army list. That is the Legendary Legion that we'll have. So I don't know how many points that is. It's be at least around 1,000, I believe. But it depends if they've changed anything. We'll have to wait and see. There might be a few other things in there as well. But I'm guessing it's just going to be the Necromancer, the Nazgul Dol Guldur, and the Keeper of the Dungeons as well. But yeah. Then we have finally the Vanquishers of the Necromancer. Contains only 5 models: Saruman, Gandalf, Radagast, Galadriel, and Elrond. Though be fooled by their low numbers, this Legendary Legion can prove to be very effective, with each member of the White Council providing aid to their allies in their own way. I do like this. I do admit I have read this a little bit just before, and I am very, very excited for this army list. I definitely do want to test this out. Like this army list versus the Rise of the Necromancer list could be a very exciting match for sure. Galadriel can unleash her full power upon an enemy model in an attempt to banish them from the world, though doing so will drain much of her power. It's also worth mentioning that the Legendary Legion can also allows Galadriel to cast a banishment magical power on any model, not just spirit models, just like she does to the Keeper of the Dungeons in the films. So that's very cool, very thematic. So it says, go back to the void from whence you came. Once per game, if Galadriel has at least 1 will point remaining, Galadriel may choose to exert her full power instead of casting a magical power. If she does so, she then immediately casts a channeled version of the banishment magical power, which cannot be resisted. That in itself is amazing. Models may use fate to prevent those wounds. Individual is normal. However, immediately after casting the banishment magical power, this way place Galadriel prone and reduce her will to 0. Additionally, for the rest of the battle, she does not benefit from the Lady of Lothlorien and war aspect special rules. So, of course, it has a really good positive effect, but you're also going to have a really it's going to be tough on her. If she's in a bad spot, she's going to go down pretty easily. So I don't know. Is this like a final turn possible move, or I don't know. You definitely want to do this turn 1, but I don't know. It definitely depends on the situation. But yeah, that's a very cool rule, and it can be used on That's very cool. I gotta say, very, very cool. For the Necromancer also contains a handy guide for painting your very own runes of Dol Guldur. Speaking of which, here they are. Very, very cool. I am planning on getting a few of these. If I actually did start building a Dol Guldur board a couple of years ago, out of foam board, and obviously all that kind of stuff. But this will definitely be handy in helping me create that. To a better extent, essentially. So I'm really excited for this one. The Ruins of Dol Guldur is the latest plastic terrain kit for the Middle-earth strategy battle game, and this fully modular set allows you to build your own Ruins of Dol Guldur in a variety of ways. You can even combine multiple kits to make a sprawling and twisted fortress reminiscent of that scene in the film. So that's what I'm really interested in, of how modular this thing can be. Yeah, I'm really excited to see that. The kit also features extra details for you to litter across your terrain. There are creeping vines to go up the walls, statues which feature in one of the scenarios. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing it's this statue here, which is pretty cool. That actually does look like the statue that the Witch King comes out of when he's facing Radagast in Unexpected Journey. It might be. I don't know. It could be. Let me know what you guys think. And the frames even include the first separate Middle-earth scaled skulls, so you can see them scattered all along here, which would be very cool. It'd also be very cool for an Army of the Dead, like a Dead of Dunharrow army or terrain board as well. That'd be very cool. For the Necromancer and the Ruins of Dol Guldur terrain are the perfect way to get started, whether you want to play through the events surrounding Sauron's rise to power, or simply build an epic Dol Guldur board that looks like it's straight out of the films. I'll be doing both. We can't wait to see what's else in the Fallen Necromancer supplement and the haunting gaming tables people make with their thematic new terrain kit. Keep the lidless eyes wreathed in flames out for both of these awesome releases, and they'll be available to pre-order soon, and I cannot wait for them. So yeah, that is the article, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, tell me what you guys think. Very, very cool. So we have 4 new army lists. We have the Rangers of Mirkwood, we have the Pits of Dol Guldur, we have the Rise of the Necromancer, and we have the Vanquishers of the Necromancer. Which do you guys think would be your go-to? And again, like I said, Hobbit aesthetic, the war in the north aesthetic. I can't wait for this, guys. If you guys can't tell already in my voice, it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. So there we go, guys. That was the article. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I thought it was really cool, really insightful, and it makes me even want this supplement even more. As I've said in the video already, I'm really looking forward to this one. Obviously, the Hobbit aesthetic, and there's everywhere around the north of Middle Earth, the northern battles of Middle Earth, that we don't actually see in the film and we don't really hear too much about, that really appeals to me, and I can't wait for this supplement to come out. Of course, as well as Defense of the North as well. I'm really looking forward to that supplement. It's been one that I've been waiting for since, this whole Middle Earth SBG team came about, where it's possible for it to go anywhere in Middle Earth, where this game could go. So I'm very excited for that. Let me know if you guys are too. I will get out of here so you guys can go have a good day. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. What are you guys most looking forward to in the film Fall of the Necromancer supplement wave, I guess? Is it the new book? Is it the new terrain? The new terrain, I've got some ideas, guys. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Or are you looking forward to the new Witch King as well? Because that Witch King model, that plastic Witch King, looks amazing as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the comment section below. But I'm going to get over here. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, happy gaming.